I don't even know how we do that. But my job isn't to produce princesses. My job is to produce the people who produce princesses. And I think that it's time that we get him up here. So, folks, Mr. M.A. Larson.
Hello. It's going to be a very serious panel. Wow. What are you guys expecting?
Somebody more interesting.
That might happen. That's why he's here.
Yeah, I think we got the potential Princess of Sass right up front here.
Wow. Awesome. Hi, everybody. What should we talk about? I don't know. I think I've seen YouTube once.
Yeah, YouTube, it's that weird thing.
Not everybody. All right.
Yeah, actually, where are your wings?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about my
All right,
wings.
okay. I don't know, I've never seen the princessification process. This is new for me, too.
So what are we going to do here?
I don't know. You're the one who knows all about princesses.
Okay.
How does that work?
So we have, right? We have horns.
We have horns? Because, as we saw in the show, he works through agents. How does that work exactly, too?
You get somebody else to do all the work.
Okay.
So if you're an earth pony or a Pegasus, we got horns. And we don't really have any wings, so we'll just pretend, right?
Yeah. No, they're invisible. You see, they hit into everyone.
Even though it's the Give Wings panel or whatever, we don't have any. So I guess if you ask a good question, you can ascend, maybe? Better than Magical Mystery Girl, right? Oh, hey, I wrote it. I can say that. What do you want to do? Just.
I don't know. What do we want to do?
How am I going to turn everyone into princesses?
You gotta. If it's only if you come up. Not everyone.
Well, I thought there was usually a spell involved or something like that.
Special spell?
Yes, there's a spell that you say, and then you. Yeah.
You should lead us in the special spell.
Oh, should I?
I've never seen that episode actually. So.
Hold on. I need to go on WikiHow on how to do this. So, okay, so according to this, we need 4 pounds of sugar. We're bronies. We got that
You?
already.
I have to sign it to make you a princess? Oh, it's a certificate.
Oh.
So you'd be the only legit
See,
princess.
we have the.
I will, but this is it. Nobody else. None of you come up here. Is there a notary in the room?
Wait, she's a siren. Don't do it. It's not a trap.
Are you sure?
I'm so sure.
There you go.
And by the power of
It's official.
Larson, the princess of bureaucracy, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Well, we've seen one way already. There's, like I said, the princess of bureaucracy over there.
I'm gonna take this off. Do you guys mind? It's gonna.
The magic's gone.
Changeling.
Oh well.
Much better. Should we do? Okay. It's that kind of panel, huh? Yeah.
All right.
Since we don't have any idea what to do, let's do a Q&A. There's a microphone there.
Q&A, and we'll try to do this through the magic of cooperation.
Squish is gonna vet your question, and then if it's a good one, she's gonna give you a horn by taping it to your forehead, which is what? If you don't like the question, then you can remove wings. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you can go first. You can go first. Okay, so here's the big surprise of this panel. Only the people sitting in the seats get to ask questions. I'm kidding. Will you start? Start right there.
Take your, yep.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm I like to write in my free time. What I was wondering is, how do you help find an audience? Oftentimes I feel like I write things and it's hard to, find an audience to receive it. Is there any tips in finding?
Well, if you want to follow my path, you write cartoons that nobody watches for like 8 years. And then you write for a show that magically develops this insane fan base out of nowhere. It's easy. It's really easy to find an audience. I wish I knew.
Thank you anyways.
This is the only reason I have an audience, quite honestly, is this show. And I don't know why this happened or how this happened, so I wish I could be more helpful.
Well, thank you anyways.
I do think, ultimately, with content, it is kind of a meritocracy, so if it's good, it's gonna get found.
Yeah.
So just keep doing it and putting it out.
Yeah, that's why I just, keep on working on it is
Right.
what I usually tell people.
It will be found. Don't worry about that. Bam, princess. No, you're good. Well done.
What was it like to
Look at that guy.
there we go.
You have a straw taped to your head, dude.
What was it like to start working with, interacting with the fandom? Projects like in your cameo in Brony's React. What was it like to start interacting with fans on that level?
I love it. I mean, that's why I love Twitter so much, because it's interactive. The Brony's React thing, I saw the one they did for the some trailer. I don't even know. Somebody sent it to me and I watched it. It was really funny. So I asked him if I could be in that one, and he's like, "Yeah."
So you directly approached them?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
And it was awful. I was sitting because you set up your camera and you're sitting there, and you're trying to be funny, and everything sounds so lame, and you're just like, this is awful. And I actually told AC Rice Best that I was out. I didn't want to do it, and he's like, "No, just send it to me, and if you don't like it, I'll pull it." And he cut it so well. He cut it beautifully. He makes things funny that aren't actually funny. So, yeah, if you watch the raw footage of my Brony's React, it's so sad.
Oh.
It's just me trying to tell a joke and then he'll cut that out. Fix it in post.
Well, I think you did a great job. You nailed it.
Thanks. But actually, to answer your question, I love it. I love coming to these conventions. This is so fun for me. You're all just very happy people. What's not to like? You guys are great. Except for that guy. And that guy, yeah. Hello.
Okay, so now that Big Mac is, quote, officially a princess, what is he the princess of, and what would his duties be? Oh,
What-
and by the way,
what is he
Big
the
Mac
princess
is
of?
best princess.
What is he the princess of?
Apples.
He's the, that's a good question. What's the word for yup and nope? He's the princess of one word.
He's the princess of fancy mathematics.
I think he would ultimately be the princess of everything above Celestia. I don't know.
And by the way, great job on the Princess's Dream of Magic Chief. That was a great episode.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. That was the last one that I sort of helped break the story on. Hi.
Hi. I have a very important question. Were you behind Princess Big Mac?
In a way, I was, because it was a joke from years ago where I didn't even know Peter. and he was doing some sort of like ask me anything on Twitter, and I thought I was being really funny, and I made a Peter Old joke, and he's like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, you know, nice joke. So I wrote back and I was like, okay buddy, you just bought yourself a ticket to Alicorn Town. So then Pixel Kitties drew it, Princess Big Mac, so that was years ago, and I didn't have anything to do with that in the episode, somebody else did that, but it was from years ago.
Thank you.
No problem. Hello.
Hello.
You have 2 horns.
I do have 2 horns.
I don't know what that is. Is that a thing?
He's a dicorn.
I'm a double corn. I was wondering if like there were any times when you were like writing a screenwrite or something, anything, and you just kind of felt really discouraged and you didn't know how to go on. What did you do?
Well, that's every day. I'm only half kidding. I find writing to be really hard. But a good piece of advice I got is to always be working on 2 things, so that when one of them you get stuck, you can bounce to the other one. It really does help clear out your brain. So I think that's a pretty useful thing. Always have 2 things going.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi. Don't
Sorry.
applaud. Stop.
No. I'm sorry, I did not accept your alicornness because I don't believe in the one true king. She
All right,
didn't
all right,
make it.
all
She
right.
didn't make it. Okay.
You can't blame him. Yeah, can't blame him.
Thank you. Okay. Anyways, you've been working on the show almost all the way from the beginning.
Yes.
And when Lauren Faust was still working on the show, and I know that you worked very, very closely with her. After she left, I still felt like I noticed like a lot of things that she had been planning to do being carried into things like season 3 and season 4, like the Everfree growing during season 4's intro and stuff like that.
Right.
Was a lot of that your responsibility, or was it just like a sort of consensus with the writers in general? Or how much motive was there for the entire team to sort of push forward her legacy even after she
I can't really speak for anybody else because we're all freelance.
Right,
but
of
I would
course.
definitely kept it in mind.
Right.
And so for things like Magical Mystery Cure, my script was based on Pandora's Box,
Right.
which is something she would have.
Okay.
I'm speaking for her now, but I think she would have loved
Yeah.
basing stories on like the Icarus and Sonic Rainbow.
Right, all the mythology. And
She
stuff
loves
like
that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
So I always try to keep that in mind. And Amy's Griffinstone episode had that same sort of
Oh, yeah,
Greek
definitely.
mythology thing going on. I always try to keep what would Lauren do in mind, because
like a
you
what
know.
would Jesus do sort of thing. All right, thank you so much.
thanks. I'm so curious what Lauren would have thought of Slice of Life. Oh, thanks. I could. She would probably never talk to me again. I just saw her. I had dinner with her like 2 weeks ago. It's the first time I'd seen her in years. Well, I saw her twice in 1 week, because yes, I signed her arm. And I'm going to sign your face pretty soon. When you least expect it. Hello.
Hi. Before I start, I just want to give a big thanks to all the staff that helped put this together. I mean, without that, we wouldn't
Amen to
have
that.
BronyCon, so we can have a big wog of applause for the staff, guys.
Absolutely.
Back there. Look at them. All right. My question is, how is it working with like the VAs and your other fellow writers, like to like start the process and go from it from start to finish? Like, what's like that feeling that you get from being able to like see an idea take shape in what you do?
On this show, it's unlike any other show I've worked on, because for the most part, what you write ends up being on screen, only better, which is exactly how an animated show should work. You know, the timing and the voice acting and the music and the unbelievable colors and the animation, and it's just every step gets better, which is how it's supposed to go. Most shows I've worked on go the other way. The script is amazing, and then it just gets worse. But this one works beautifully. And it's fun too, because if it weren't for these conventions, if it weren't for you guys liking the show, these conventions wouldn't exist, and I never would meet any of the people on the show. The only time I've ever met any of the VAs is because of these conventions. So.
Thank you.
It's cool. Hi, everybody back there.
back there hiding from you.
You're very quiet back there. You're lurking. Hi, sorry.
Hi. Oh crap, that's too close to the mic. Okay, so I have all these like technical questions. I
Okay.
just come up with my stupid question. I heard that Andrew Price pony is now canon. Are you going to do anything awesome with Andrew Price pony? Make him the god of all the other ponies?
I never thought of it. Maybe we should.
Andrew Price pony uprising.
That's a good idea. Hello.
What's the first thing you would do if you became an Alicorn princess?
First thing I would do?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, Big Mac is already a princess, so they couldn't do that. I don't know. Everything I'm thinking of is super lame. I would turn Discord into a sea pony. Or a sea conquest or whatever, something like that.
Well, that's a better answer than what I'd do. I'd demand all the muffins and bagels in the land.
Hello.
Most important question. Who is best princess?
Well, it's pretty easy, though. It's clearly Celestia.
Canon.
It's not even close. I had oh, wow. It's getting violent. I'll tell you, I had a moment in Slice of Life that got cut out where, you know, it's kind of crazy, people crisscrossing, everything's kind of going nuts. They run past 4 of the young ponies, like Pipsqueak and I can't remember which ones, but 4 of, maybe the dude with the fez. Like 4 of them, and they're arguing about who's the best princess. But they cut it. I know, I liked it, I thought it was funny. They thought it was too insidery.
Thanks for trying.
Thank you, thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
First, I want to thank you and all the rest of the staff for being here. This is the first time I've been to a convention and seeing this all in person. It's like.
Thank you.
It's also incredible. It's like it finally feels real.
Thank you very much.
My question is about the Wonderbolts. We haven't really seen them we've seen bits and pieces of them from time to time, and we finally learned a lot about their past in the Testing 1, 2, 3 episode. So what I want to know is where do you see them going from here, their future, or what do you want to do with them?
See, these are the questions I was worried about. I haven't seen Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. It's in my DVR, but I haven't watched it yet. I know. I heard it's amazing. So I'm totally unequipped to answer this question. Maybe they become sea ponies.
They go from Air Force to Navy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Can I do something super obnoxious? All right, all of you guys, can you find a way to take this exact line and move it that way? So that you're not like blocking all those people over there? Can you do that? Can you guys do it? Can you manage it? Oh no, I'm gonna block you. Move it around there.
Okay, how about this? Line up along the wall and come
Everybody,
over to
honor system.
ask
Remember
your
where you were
question.
in line. Honor system. There you go. Yeah. Hey! It's you guys! Hi. Weren't you enjoying looking at all their butts?
I didn't realize that there was a whole crowd over there.
Yeah, there's a whole other side.
Yeah, it's weird.
Thank you guys. Well done.
All right.
Nobody got stabbed in that process. Hello.
M.A. Larson, is it really you?
Yes,
Okay, good. Good that you're not a changeling.
I'm not a changeling.
All right,
Hold on, let
I'm
me
gonna
test
make
this.
it quick, but this really goes to you, because I don't think any other writer's ever done this. Why are you so obsessed with destroying Ponyville? Do you just like watching ponies suffer, or are you
I
a
hate
sadist?
that place. I always thought the show should be based in Las Pegasus, but no. No, Lauren had to have it in Ponyville. What? Quote him? Did I? Did I quote him? I didn't mean to. What did I say? He thinks that too? I'm telling you, James, this is a total coincidence. I swear I'm not ripping you off. I didn't know that. That's right. For having such a good idea, you should be an eloquent princess. Maybe you should wear this. Do you want it? He's so happy right now. Do you guys know Animated James from Brony's React? That's him. He's so happy. You can keep wearing, it's fine. Yes, sir.
My question was, how powerful can an Alicorn princess get, or is she just like Goku and can just get more and more powerful as time progresses?
Power levels?
Yes,
power levels. Celestia is untoppable. She has the most power.
Well, Chrysalis beat her though, right?
Yeah, well, that's true. Well, she let that happen.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna make stuff up again.
Works for me.
The Alicorn princess we haven't seen yet is the princess of the Sea Pony world, and she is like top tier. Sorry, that was a really bad answer. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with sea ponies at the moment. Yes.
So I'm gonna be the guy to bring up episode 100, A Slice of Life. So what's the deal with Bon Bon being a spy? Because honestly, that kind of upset me a little bit.
It upset you?
Oh yeah, I didn't
no.
like that.
Oh no. Why?
I don't know. It was kind of out of nowhere.
You still don't like it?
I mean, it kind of grew on me.
It's growing on you.
It's growing on me.
Because, okay, here's why. All I had to go on, first of all, they told me you're writing the background character episode, and I'm just like, they're not characters. They're designs. Like for you guys, they have character, but for me, they're just a design.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, well, I don't have any idea what to do. So I looked into her and discovered she has like 8 different voices and 2 names. And so I'm like, well, who else has different names and voices? Secret agents. So there you go.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You know, that was a lot more logical than I was thinking it was originally.
There's logic behind everything. Hold on, I'm just getting James here. Hold on. Perfect. Thank you. Hello.
All right. Oh, that's tiny. All right. My question is, who is behind the horse masks of the 100th episode? I mean, everyone out here, I think at least one of them is concerned about that thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Concerned about it?
Yeah.
Like worried?
Yeah.
Really? Don't be worried.
Hey,
It's okay.
contrary to popular belief, he is not always watching.
Okay.
I had nothing to do with that. Those are DHX personnel. When I submitted the script, I sent a big email to everybody saying, like, go as crazy as you possibly can with this, because if we're gonna do this, like, let's do it. And that's what they did. I didn't know it was there until you guys pointed it out to me. So.
Well, I gotta disappear now.
Okay. See you later. Hello.
I have a question about the 100th episode.
Yes.
Just a character in general. What's going on with Vinyl Scratch? DJ Pone 3. You've said both names, I think, in the show now. She's never
Oh, really?
spoken. Yeah, well, not the DJ Pone 3 was said in a preview thing. And then I think Vinyl was said in another thing. Octavia's spoken, Lyra's spoken, Bon Bon's spoken. What's going on with Vinyl? Why isn't she talking? And why you may not know about this, but like the huge thing in the fandom is her eyes are red, but then we finally see
I have
them.
heard of that, yes.
Yeah.
What's going on? Do you know anything about any of this?
Here's where my like low power level is revealed.
Low power level.
So, in my script, she was Vinyl Scratch all the way through because I think
Okay.
that's such a cool name, and Hasbro made me change it to DJ Pone 3 because I guess that's the official name. I didn't know Vinyl Scratch was set in the show. I didn't know that.
I didn't know. Maybe I'm mistaken.
I think Vinyl Scratch is a far better name, but that's not the name. And then in my first draft, she did talk. She had a lot of things to say, and Hasbro was like, "No, she doesn't talk."
What did she say?
You guys are all gonna get mad. And go, oh, that's not no whacking.
We don't care. That wasn't.
I
that
know,
wasn't
I pay
Emma
attention.
Monty. So I don't mind. I liked her.
I based her off of. Has anybody seen a movie called True Romance?
Yeah.
I based her off Brad Pitt's character in that.
I love it.
Which actually I don't think is all that far off from No Whackings. The voice is probably different, but the personalities may be kind of the same.
And did you hear anything about the eyes?
Oh, the eyes, I don't know anything. That's,
All right.
That's a Canadian thing. Sorry. Put that back on. What are you doing? Put it back on. Should we do this? Should we just do this like all night, like into the night? And we bring in some food and some drinks. Hello.
What's your favorite episode?
Of all, Best Night Ever is my favorite episode. I love Best Night Ever.
I am also Alicorn Princess Big Mac.
You like Princess Big Mac?
No, I am.
Oh, you are Princess.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
He is Princess Big Mac.
Oh.
Nice.
Good on, Mighty.
So you say the royal yep. Sorry, go ahead.
Good eye, Mighty.
G'day.
1 second. Okay, Twilight wants to know who is your favorite pony, and out of all the background ponies, who in episode 100, which one is your favorite?
Is that two questions or is that all one?
All one.
It's my favorite in episode 100.
Yeah.
There's so many I like. I love Stephen Magnet. He's not my favorite, but I love him. Gummy was a lot of fun. Yeah, of course. Obviously, Derpy. I think Sweetie Drops was really fun because it was one of my first memories of writing something in high school was that I was like scared to turn it in because it was like a little bit. I thought I could easily get an F on the paper because I did something totally different than what I was assigned.
I know what you're saying, Eddie.
And it was thrilling, and this was the same thing. When I wrote the Special Agent Sweetie Drops, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm turning this in. And then I couldn't believe they approved it, and then, so that was fun, because I was like, oh wow.
Well, here's the thing,
nervous.
Beatty. I know in like past fan fictions and like animations, Bon Bon was actually a secret agent.
Really?
Yeah. Am I?
But this is part of the reason I didn't want to do the 100th episode that way, because there is a billion fan fictions and animations and things, and how am I not gonna hit on them? You know, it's like bound to happen. So I did, I guess.
Because I know in like in season 5 there are now pretty much throughout the entire show there are like fandom references too.
There are a few here and there.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I get blamed for that I didn't put in there.
Yeah. Well, anyways, pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. I'm done.
I'm gonna answer this question, but I'm gonna look this way. Because otherwise I'm spending the whole time like this. Hi guys. I'm gonna answer his question to you.
Hey, MA.
Hello.
My question is about, my question really is about motivation. Like, what motivated you, from the very beginning to get into writing and producing and all this stuff, and what basically generally what keeps you going? Like, was it something you thought of early as a child, or was it something you started low and then worked your way up? And also, when you first learned about the fans and the people and the different types of people who were into what you created, how did that sort of transcribe into what was actually put in the show? And do you see like certain effects do you see like the fandom as you see it now having effect on the show in the future?
So this is super awkward to talk this way, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm answering you. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you.
I got you.
So it's actually the assignment that I was just talking about. We were just assigned to write a story about the hero's journey, and I wrote it from the point of view of the dog piece on a Monopoly board. And I remember thinking of the idea and writing it and just feeling really nervous and like thrilled the whole time and like, I'm gonna get an F on this, there's no question. And I got an A and like my teacher loved it. And that was like intoxicating that you could surprise yourself and surprise other people with writing. And that's what I always try to do on this show. I know that sounds weird to surprise yourself, but there's so many times I'll be sitting there typing. Like one of the first examples I can remember is in Cutie Mark Chronicles, coming back out of the rock farm when Pinkie Pie is just like, and that's how Equestria was made. And I remember typing that and like, oh, that's really funny. I didn't think that, but there it is, and it was really funny. So I loved that the idea that I could surprise myself, because then I know I'll surprise you guys. I love that. I love that, you guys.
So it was a surprise to you when you learned about the fans, right? So it was a pleasant surprise to you when you learned about the fans, right?
Yes. Okay, so when I first learned about the Fandom, I was just talking to, I've only met Delancey twice. This is only the second time I met him, and I was talking to him yesterday about this very thing the first time we heard about this stuff. And I was in a story meeting, and I think it was Super Speedy Cider Squeezy or Secret of My Access, I can't remember. And we were in the room, Lauren and Rob Renzetti was the story editor, and me. And Lauren shows me this video of Russia, of this like day camp in the forest, and a bunch of guys like doing crafts or whatever, and somebody's got a camera and they're talking in Russian. Comes around, these two guys with guitars, and they start singing Winter Wrap Up with these like thick Russian accents. And I was like, huh? Those are like teenage guys and they're in Russia. Like nothing about that makes any sense.
So do you see the fans making impact on the content of the show? Obviously, it's kind of progressed over the years, but do you see it having an effect on what the show's content in the future?
I can only speak for me, and no, Slice of Life is a vast exception, but I would like to keep the show as separate as possible. I know a lot of other people really like putting in fan things.
In the main dynamic as when it first came out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think this would exist if we made a show like trying to appeal to you guys. This exists because the show is so sweet and sincere and heartfelt about these characters, and that's how the world should stay.
Thank you very much, M.A.
Thanks. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
I would like to ask about, in episode 100, like we saw like a lot of different ponies, or at least ponies that we didn't see talk before, like Derpy and the Doctor, and especially what I want to know is if the Big Lebowski ponies are coming back.
In the future?
In the future?
Yeah, obviously in episode 200.
If we make it.
I can't say for certain, but I'd be surprised if they do. I suspect they won't. But I don't know. I may be wrong. They might be alicorns by the end of the season. We'll see.
By the end of the season, everyone may be an alicorn.
What's that?
By the end of the season, everyone may be an
Yes,
alicorn.
yes. Everyone except Pinkie Pie.
She doesn't get to. If Pinkie Pie was an alicorn, she wouldn't be bouncing all the time.
Exactly.
So,
We got to get used to that sound effect.
thank you.
Thanks. He's still wearing that wig.
Hi. So.
Hey.
Hi. So, with your book, Penny Royal Academy, which is coincidentally.
Which you can buy in the con store.
Buy his book.
I was about to say, which is coincidentally in a bookstore near you, but.
Or online. Or downstairs. You could buy like 12 copies.
Yeah. Just do it. So, are there any lessons you possibly took from your years of writing for television and applied it to Penny Royal Academy, or vice versa? Is my corn?
Oh no.
I'm a fraud.
You're a weakly made alicorn. Just falling apart.
He's rejected it.
Well, that started out as a cartoon. I sold that to Disney Channel years ago as a cartoon called Princess Boot Camp, and it was totally different. It was a satire of Disney princess culture. And there's only one element that survived to the book, which is the fairy drill sergeant. Everything else is different. It's older, it's darker, it's more for older kids. What? And yeah, I mean, so it had that kind of built into it already, but also it's about a group of friends who happen to be girls mostly. There's magic involved. There's so many parallels to My Little Pony. It's weird. It's not intentional. But it's also I also shot for what Lauren did, which is that heart and that sincerity and in a world of cynicism and awfulness. So yeah, definitely that was influenced by Pony.
Emmy Larson for president.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'd vote for it.
I like that guy. Remember what he said about my book, buying my book. Hello.
Hi. So, first of all, I did really like your book.
Thank you.
So, it was a good book.
Unsolicited
I recommend it.
testimony.
No, I'm not, actually. I wish I was, but I'm not.
You will, don't worry.
So,
come see me after.
This is kind of... I will take you up on that, okay. This is kind of a sad question, and it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But if the My Little Pony show had a sudden cutoff and you had to have a finale episode, what would happen in the episode?
A sad question.
Yes. It
How
was
would I
very
end the
sad.
show? Like if I was going to end the show right now?
Like you just had to end it where it was, but you could do one last episode.
And Princess Big Mac has already ascended. What would I do? Well, it would obviously heavily involve Flash Sentry. He would be revealed to be Star Swirl the Bearded.
That
That's
explains
gold.
a lot.
I gotta write that down.
Do it.
You guys would love that, right? If Flash Sentry turned out to be Star Swirl. Hey,
It explains a bit.
excuse me, ma'am.
Run for it!
Save my wig, save my wig. It was just animated James, don't worry. He bolted for the exits. He's back. Thank you.
He's come back to us, as we knew he always would.
He's overcome with the idea of Flash Sentry being Star Swirl the Bearded.
I think that explains a lot.
Oh yeah.
His new status.
It's time for some princessing. Right? You need one.
What? Okay.
Right here.
I'm a princess.
First one. All you people with straws taped to your heads, this is what your actual princessing is. You're just people with straws on your heads.
That worked. That worked out for me.
Bam.
Totally worked.
Well, thanks. Was that it?
I don't know.
Are we good? Wait your turn. Hello.
Hello. My question is every alicorn a princess, or is every princess an alicorn?
You're trying to like draw me into like fandom dramas. I'll just say yes.
All right. Thanks, Emmy Larson.
Ruthless over here.
Every sea pony is a Draconiquus. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Larson.
Hello.
I have a question about a certain background pony that's been throughout all the show, and especially in episode 100. But
I want an official answer from you.
Okay.
Is it Derpy or Muffins?
It's Derpy.
That got him up.
Can you imagine if I said muffins? I should have. Damn. I always think of it as like, it's her nickname. She's like Derpy Muffins Hooves. / maybe she's a secret agent too. She's got 8 names. Come forward. Hello.
What was it like to write the book Pennyroyal Academy? How did you feel when you wrote it?
It was really, really, really hard. When you write a script, you have 30 pages roughly. You have commercial breaks. There's so many things built into it. When you have a book, it can quite literally be anything in the world. And so I just constantly felt like every choice I was making, did I miss 12 better choices? You know what I mean? So it's just a process of months of second guessing yourself. So, but then when you're finished, it's amazing. You have hundreds of pages.
Yeah.
My favorite one was printing it out for the first time. It keeps coming. It's unbelievable.
I wonder how Twilight would feel if she wrote a book like that.
I'm surprised she hasn't.
I'm
Why
surprised.
doesn't she write a book? Yeah.
Twilight should write a book.
Somebody should tell the writers that.
Yeah, have Twilight write a book.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
All right, thank you. She'll write a book about Flash Century. Dear Diary, TS plus FS, OTP. I know the terms. Hello.
Hey there.
It's a beautiful book you've got on your hand.
Buy his book, people.
I think this man deserves proper princessification.
Princess of marketing.
You've come such a long, long way.
I have the hair for it.
Okay, go ahead.
My question is, were there any other ideas before Penroyal Academy, before you decided to write it? Were there any other ideas that you had in mind for a book?
No, I didn't even intend to write that as a book. It was a cartoon. So when I was on my first job, I got advice that the only way to make any money in kids animation is to have your own show. So this was one of 3 ideas I pitched over at Disney Channel, and they bought 2 of them. One and got killed right away. So I didn't think of it as a book until a friend of mine who was a literary agent suggested it. But then I was like, oh yeah, I always wanted to write a book. This is a perfect time to do it. So I've completely forgotten what you asked me. Sorry. Did I answer you?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, Princess Sarah. Do you guys see that clock in the back? I feel like, you know that TV show 24? It's every time I look back there, I'm like, oh man, the president's about to die. Sorry. Hi.
Hi. So, when did you learn that you were a princess, and why are you willing to give it away so easily?
Who said I was a princess?
You have hair.
You know, what's not to like? It's fun. You get crowns and I don't know. I have no answer. I'm sorry. Because it's fun. Yeah. Fun. Did you say fun? Hello.
Hey.
Sorry, that was really lame. I have no answer.
All right, so do princesses ever like stay in their thing forever, or do they actually relieve their post? And if so, what's the process for like, you know, going up, so to speak?
Can they abdicate? Sure. Yeah, they can abdicate.
Okay, then how does someone take over the position of a higher pony? How did they do it? Come on, give me pony politics, you know?
We should consult the princess of bureaucracy. Is it easy?
Is it easy?
The princess of bureaucracy. You ask a good question in a panel, and then you step up. Yeah, sure. Sorry. It's the best I got.
We're at the 5-minute warning.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. 5 minutes.
Well,
Hello.
well, as the princess of 5 minutes.
It's the princess of 5 minutes.
Princess! See how easy this is, folks?
That's all you got to do. It's so easy.
So first of all, since sea ponies seem to be a pretty early on topic, we were in the John Delancey panel this morning, and he mentioned his desire to have Discord be the princess of sea ponies.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm so serious. Yeah.
I am psychic today.
Yeah.
Wow.
The question was posed that if Discord could be anything else, or if he had a superpower as a princess, what would he do?
Princess
and he
of
said,
sea ponies.
Yeah. He was like, essentially that he likes going out sailing. So
Yes.
if Discord could be an aquatic animal, where all those limbs would become aquatic, that he would desire that of Discord.
Wow.
So just thought I'd share that.
I did not know that.
But my question is, so clearly, like here, this is a whole nother animal in a whole nother environment. Have you ever encountered either a challenging or unique experience in the real world? And how did you approach that scenario of being recognized, outside of this?
I thought you were going to say Brony in the wild.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically Brony in the wild, yeah.
Okay, so I got recognized. It's not entirely fair, but I've only been recognized once, really. And it was at the Minneapolis convention. And I checked in at the airport, and I went to the bag drop and dropped my bag. And then I turned around, and the guy's like, M.A. Larson? I turned back. The TSA guy's like, I'm a 3-day pass holder. So that was pretty awesome.
Did they still check your liquids?
Yeah. Then he patted me down. And
Did you go behind the curtain?
what?
Did you go behind the curtain?
No, right there. So that was pretty cool because I was like, wow, the TSA guy is a Brony. That's crazy. And then the other one that I really liked was, this was a couple of years ago. I was in my hometown. I grew up in the suburb of Minneapolis. And I went to the mall because there's like no sales tax on clothes in Minnesota. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy a bunch of clothes. So I go to the mall, some random like Tuesday night, and I see this dude with the Rainbow Dash shirt. So I was like, this is like where I grew up. That's so weird. And I kind of followed him and tracked him for a while. I was so nervous because I wanted to like go up to him, but I was like, that's so weird. So I just followed him, and he went into like a game store, so I went in there too, and I was like, oh, this is an interesting game. And then I finally went over to him, and I was so nervous, and I was like, can I take a picture with you? And he looked at me like I was gonna hit him or something. And I was like, I write for the show, and he's like, you do? And I said, yeah. And then he let me take it, and I was like, thanks, and I ran out.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. I didn't even ask for his like Twitter name or anything, so I'll never see him again. Hi.
Congratulations, Larson. You are now more popular than John Delancey. I was at John Delancey's seminar. He only filled up half of the seats in this auditorium. You filled all of it.
I gotta say, yesterday when I came over with Delancey and we came in, the line started like chanting my name, and I'm like, do you guys understand? Like, do you understand that that's Delancey right there? What are you doing?
Sorry, don't zap me with Q powers. Okay, my only question is, what was the first convention you've ever attended? And I'm talking about like in high school, like the first Trekkie convention that you went to, or...
I had no knowledge whatsoever of fandoms until you guys showed up.
No.
I went to Comic-Con twice, but that was just as like my friend had a table there, so I went down and hung out. My first actual convention experience was a Brony convention in Chicago called Midwestria. It was awesome. It was amazing. It was so much fun. So this is all very new to me.
Oh, well, happy came about Princess anyway. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, we're short on time. This is going to have to be the last question.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, there you go. The princess of finales.
The answer to all of your questions was going to be Flash Sentry. Sorry.
Hey, so
I wanted to bring it back to, my question was about canon princesses, and some of them that have already been established.
Okay.
And some are getting more love than others.
Yes.
So like Celestia and Cadence, I was wondering, are there plans for them to have an episode?
Come on, Cadence.
I didn't want to, leave anybody out, so.
Celestia, I've always wanted to do the. Okay, so you do you remember in Ponyville Confidential where she's eating the cake or whatever?
Yeah.
In my first draft, I was making fun of those Us Weekly magazines, and it was her coming out of the gym in like her sweats with the gym bag. She's all sweaty, and it said princesses, they're just like us. And I love like that idea that she's just like at the gym, then she's gonna go, get her car fixed, and I want to do like a day in the life of Celestia, where she's just like a normal pony.
Hey, come on, do it!
I've always wanted to. It's
Let's
not as
do
easy
it.
as you think. You know the episode of Mending Fences? So I've been trying to do that episode since season 3, and I only just got it approved. So it's not easy to get things through the meat grinder.
Okay.
Thank you, Princess.
I guess from all of us, then I just wanted to say thanks, M.A. Larson.
Thank you.
So, folks, if you got a straw on your head, we would like you to come up for a picture. Everyone else, we kind of need you to get out. The VA panel's next. He will be available for autographs. On here.